So, how many of you have entered the AUDJPY trade? I guess Yasir, you are there. Sadia, have you entered the trade? Shahid? Great. So, AUDJPY, I know the pair closed like this, but on different servers, it's different. On the 5 hours, I don't have a candle like this, in fact. On the 4 hour, in fact, it has closed bullish. But on fusion markets, it has closed bearish like this. But eventually, I think we'll easily reach this point, and it might go beyond that, but I don't want to a risk more than we are already getting a 4.5 risk to reward. I don't want to risk that. So I'll close here once trade reaches here. GBPNZD, we had to put a break even. And I don't know who else could close with me, but I was watching this when the news came in, right? This happened when I guess there was this Trump's war related news. Yeah, so even I closed on break even. So I had to keep an eye. Eventually, it did went down. It went below liquidity. In fact, this was the liquidity level, and then it went below. So it's good that we closed. Great, great, Sadia. We closed a little above. So AUDJPY, first of all, if we see that in past 8 hour time frame has been used to continue the trend, right? 8 hour time frame has been used to continue the trend, and right now we are back above the 8 hour time frame. Back above the 8 hour time frame, and we got a very nice entry. Yasir knows clearly we were waiting for this. We saw a very nice retest. It didn't exactly touch the EMA, but there was a really great retest. There's some consolidation, and then there was a great price action. Like if I see it on 4 hour and 2 hour, there's a proper push. There's a proper push showing that buyers have stepped in, and we entered after we saw a clear break of the structure. So sometimes you don't get an engulfing, so break of structure is more important. So I waited for the proper candle close on the 2 hour time frame. I don't know whether it was 4 hours. Well, yeah, it was 4 hour time frame as well. And eventually we have got a really nice trade. Now let's plan for this week what we are going to do. This, of course, we are going to manage this trade now. After this, the only thing is I want to make sure that my stop loss is always below the 8 hour EMA. So rather, I would not move my stop loss right now. I want to give it some space. I'm hoping it will eventually go up, but at some point we'll put a break even. That's definitely there. Next, USD CAD. Price was doing really nice. It was retesting, and then again, the Trump's news completely messed up. The market changed its direction. USD JPY. So when the news comes where war is supposedly coming to an end, that means USD is going to fall. That's fundamentally the main thing. Fundamentally, whenever there is war going on, USD will go up, and when there is war stopping, USD will start falling. So this is what is happening right now with the market. USD JPY, we saw some correction because USD JPY is a different pair. JPY is a safe haven pair, right? So they work differently. It's completely market sentiments. But when that news came in, you can see the price fell largely towards downside. Now, GBP NZD, I don't think I'm interested anymore. I'll see first. Right? Okay. It's a proper retest on the daily EMA, and we see this that it can be used as a continuation towards upside. Right now, I like it when I see it this way. And again, this again is a retest point, right? This is the retest point. When the price comes down, it is rejecting from the daily EMA. This is a support point. So we expect the price to come down and then move up. So what we can do instead is 4 hour time frame was bearish. Now, now it's bullish. How is it bullish? This is the lower high, this is the lower low, and then this is the higher high, this is the higher low. So all we need is a retest. We want a retest and then a continuation. Once we see that a new higher high after the retest, we can enter. Again, the target would be similar around this area. I hope this is clear. It's a very simple trade. Take a retest of the support and continue, and that's it. The liquidity is already taken. The second time, if price comes up, again, this can act as a liquidity level. We can put a stop loss below this. GBPNZD, we'll just put a text. 4R is bullish. Wait for retest. Wait for new higher high. Enter. Very simple. Next, AUDJPY, we are already in the trade, so I'm not going to look for a trade here. But of course, if I get a chance where price is coming down to the 8-hour EMA, I'll definitely look for more entries because 8-hour EMA is a continuation thing. So after it touches and I'll see what the price is doing. But right now, I'm not expecting for the price to come down to the 8-hour EMA because it's very below. Right. So we'll just keep this on top because the position is open. Next is GBPNZD. Next is USD CAD. USD CAD again, weekly time frame. Price is retesting the EMA. What happened here? At this point, price rejected the EMA and then moved up. Right here again, same thing. Right here again, same thing. What happened after the rejection? Price moved down. What happened after the rejection? Price moved up. Right here, price moved down. Again, after the rejection, price moved down. So it's a very clear indication that the price can go up. Very clear indication. Now we need support and resistance for that. Let's see. The daily time frame is bearish. All right. The 4-hour time frame is bearish. The only thing is we can't take entry at this point with a very simple reason that this is a rejection level, right? The price can come here and then come down again. Doesn't matter what the EMA is saying, doesn't matter what is happening. What we want is again something similar. We have been trying to get this trade. Go up, retest from this point, and then go high. Right? So just put a text. Break resistance. Wait for break resistance. Wait for taking support. Wait for new high. Enter. I hope this is simple. And the reason is very clear that daily is bearish. 4-hour EMA based, it's bearish. Price action based, it's bearish. So even if it turns bullish from here at this point, we still have resistance, right? So resistance and support, both are magnets. Price can easily come up here and it can easily reject from here. Support and resistance, first it attracts the price and then it repels them to move away. So right now, let's see what the price does. It moves up, it's great. It doesn't, it's fine. Because we always have something. For example, we analyzed around 4 pairs. There were 5 pairs in the market. One was for entry, 4 pairs we analyzed, and we got entry on one, and that is all we need in a week. One entry, that's it. Because we were already up 1:3 on this pair. And I think 3% is very much enough. If you're putting $100, you're getting $300 in a week, and that too by not doing much in the market. Next, USDJPY. I think I'll skip USDJPY because the USD pairs right now are not doing exactly what I have been predicting since last few weeks. So I'll leave it at that.
Hi, Karan. Can I speak?
Yeah, tell me. What is it regarding? Is
Uh,
it
in,
regarding analysis?
yeah. Regarding USD CAD,
Okay.
what about the 4-hour time frame support and resistance? You just talked about daily support resistance.
Yeah.
So the trade entry will be, I think, around after around 4 5 days. I think so. If the price action goes the way you are saying. But
Yeah.
I wanted to ask, is there any action that can be planned on 4-hour support resistance?
A 4-hour support resistance, definitely you can look for entries, but my strategy mainly works with daily and weekly resistance. 4-hour is very rare where I do 4-hour resistance and support. You can definitely plan an entry for that, but
Okay.
but I see too much noise on 4-hour time frame. That's the thing.
And what about to 8 hour?
8-hour time frame, it's fine, but if you're doing on 8-hour, why not do on daily directly? 8-hour is something like this.
Okay.
Daily is going to give you something very similar. Very similar. So when you start making support and resistance lines on 4-hour time frame, mainly you're looking for trades which are going to be categorized as day trading, right? Not swing trading. So when you're swing trading, your support and resistance mainly should be on daily and weekly time frame, right? I have done 4-hour time
Okay.
frame, but I only do it when I'm very much sure. I don't, if I'm getting any other pairs which does have daily and weekly resistance and support and price action is nice, then I don't need that finding of 4-hour support and resistance.
Okay.
Yeah. I hope it's clear. The simple reason is you don't need to force your trades. You all you need to do is find the best analysis, best price action you can see, and based on that, look for an entry because you have so many pairs out there in the world. You don't need to force anything.
So by the daily time frame and weekly time frame and following all these on the 20 to 25 forex pairs,
Hmm.
we can get at least one trade daily or
No, my goal is to
one
take
trade.
at least one or two trade in a week.
Okay, one or two trades in a week. Okay,
In a
okay.
week. So my goal at the end always in a month is make 5 to 6%. I'll give you the reason why. For example, eventually when you're trading, when you're scaling your account on a broker, when you're doing it with a prop firm or anyone like that, let's say at some point you'll be risking $1,000 in a trade, right? And when you make 5 to 6%, that means you're making 5,000, $6,000. And eventually you'll have a 200K account, eventually you'll have a 500K account, and eventually you'll have a million account. But the only thing is, if you try to make 10%, 20%, this is the goals which are going to fail you over the period, over the long duration. You shouldn't be looking for that. So in swing trading, we don't do that. Swing trading, it's mostly about make 4% to 6% in a month. That's it. And we are eventually doing that. Only this month, I think, because of the war, and that's okay, that is trading. Because of the war, we are not able to achieve that goal. But every month we have been doing really nice.
Great, great.
So back to USD JPY, we see that the price has been consolidating a lot. You see that right here, there's so many rejection. That means since 4 weeks, since the war has started, the price has not moved really nice. It's very clear right here. So let's not do it. USD JPY will skip. Let's look at GBP odd. All right. So weekly time frame is bearish. It has shown some kind of continuation towards downside. The only problem is this is a very good support. This price right here is a very good support. Price has rejected from this line many times. And again, it has more of came back to retest this and it has rejected. So what we can do is we can again keep looking for a price where it goes up for a trade which is bullish. And I hope we get it. Let's see what we see on other time frames. Daily EMA we got a rejection, but daily is still bullish. The only thing we were waiting for is a proper retest on the EMA and continuation. We didn't get it and we never entered in past. All right. So if you see this right here, this is a liquidity level. Price has moved up, came down from exact around this level and coming down to retest the support. And again, we can see something similar, a continuation towards upside. Now it has taken some retest, some support from this area and then moved up. Let's see. Daily is bullish again.
Sir, I think weekly is bullish.
Weekly is bullish. Yeah, weekly is bullish. Weekly is bullish. Right. So we have two time frames in SIG. The only thing is 4-hour is not bullish. The thing is we have 4-hour EMA and 8-hour EMA right here. Right. Another problem is that the last time price moved up, retested this level, and then continued up for a short period and then moved down again. So that means it's not giving us that confidence we need. It's not giving that confidence, and the daily EMA is very far, so it's gonna take time. So let's keep it for some other day, some other week. AUDNZD, this trend is out. Great. So we have a really nice engulfing candle right here, but the price rejected exactly from this level, from this resistance, and it has created a doji. Daily is bullish. 1 second. Yeah. Let's see if we can find a trend on this line. I think I like this. The only problem again is this is a weekly resistance. This line is actually playing nice, but we have very few touches on this. This definitely is some kind of support. You can see there's a lot of consolidation on the 4-hour time frame. So this is some kind of support, and price is moving up. The EMA is getting respected right here. 4-hour is already bullish. I would have entered this trade at this point, but this is Friday, so we don't do it. Next, I think 4-hour EMA continuation. What we can do is this area right here is some kind of resistance. This is a resistance, but this is on 4-hour time frame. Very clear. So what we can do is we can wait for a price action which looks something like this. It goes up, it is retesting and then moving up. When we see a new higher high, we put a stop loss around this level. Maybe we can also try to, put a stop loss below the 4-hour EMA. I'll definitely put the entry on Telegram. Let me just put the text around this. Break 4-hour resistance. Create new higher high above weekly resistance. Enter. So when I say create new higher high, it simply means I need a candle close above this, or maybe above, just above this lines, this wicks. If I see a strong candle close, I'll probably enter. I hope this is clear. And still we have to see what the target would be and what kind of stop loss we can put on AUDNZD. I'll just put it out here. We'll do 2-3 more pairs. This candle is really nice. The weekly candle has closed bullish with a very strong body. During the war, it didn't do much. Like 2 weeks before that, didn't do anything. So this is a very good move. Now it has rejected from the weekly EMA. On the daily end, you can see it's bullish. It has already taken this support. It has taken this support and it can definitely go up till here. The problem is this is in between of things. So we might not soon get an entry. Let's look at Euro 80. Weekly is bearish. This was a very big move. I wish I could have been in a trade like this. Amazing move. But this zone is a consolidation zone. This whole area. Let's see on daily time frame. From here to your daily became bullish. If I look closely, this was the high. Then one. Okay, so I'll still consider this bullish. I don't like it. All right. This is a proper break of consolidation. And then we have a daily continuation. This one is really nice. Daily time frame. The thing is, the price has moved really strong very recently. You can see the move is like so many bullish candles towards upside. We are still to get red candles. And when we see red candles, it happens something like this, where you see a very large red candle coming down or multiple red candles which are coming down to a proper support level, right? So I see there's some kind of support around this area, and this is kind of a previous structure as well. So if I want an entry, I'll want the price to come down, take support, and move up. I know we haven't seen a continuation from this a lot of times, but there's one right here. There's a continuation happening right around here once. So it can probably happen again. And we can't, take an entry around here. We'll definitely see some kind of 4-hour EMA or something like that, which is reaching this point. The only problem is on the 4-hour, this is a resistance. But where will we put our TP? Where will we be conclusive about a very good support? Around this level where structures have formed. Proper daily support and resistance exist. Right here, daily resistance doesn't exist so good. Let's see. We'll plan this. If I look for an entry, I'll definitely let you know. There's too many confluences I'll have to add here, but I'll have to see once if price is doing that or not. This can happen in 1 or 2 days. This kind of rejection and then continuation towards upside because it's a EURJPY, moves happen very quickly. Nah. A lot of pairs have actually done a lot of consolidation, and now because of the things happened last week, the pairs have acted very differently. It's changing, the market is shifting, so we have to make sure we don't get caught up in that. Again, we see there's a really great break towards upside. Let's see what. Okay, we have already done USD CAD. Let's see what AUDCAD is doing. Weekly, there's a break. The support is right here. Let me just mark this. Weekly support and then daily. Four-hour. The reason I am rejecting this trade is very simple. The price you can see is very far from the EMAs. When they are so far from the EMAs, we don't get proper supports, proper rejections. Price can easily pull down to these EMAs because these are the discounted price and it can go up. So these candles have created a very huge gap. You can see right here the 4-hour EMA price have pushed so up and still came down to 4-hour EMA, making 4-hour time frame bearish and then continue going up. And there's a lot of retest in history where 4-hour EMA has been used to continue going up. Now, if I look for an entry, I'll have to look for a price to come down here and then go up. And this can happen after a week. So I don't think there is a good trade lining up on these pairs. So many pairs have rejected. Let's see if we can find one more pair. Else we'll just close this analysis because I'm done. It's too much of nothingness. All right, great. Weekly push, great. Daily above. So this is showing some good signs. Yes, Sadia. SL will be very huge and you won't get that risk to reward. For example, the trade we are in AUDJPY, we are getting 4.5 risk to reward. And that's a beautiful thing, right? For example, we took three losses, but before that we made 1:3. And now we might be making 4.5. That means we are covering 4+ trades, right? So that's 4.5% as well in one trade. That's what we need to take care of. So daily time frame, it's really nice because the price has just retested this again. You can see the price moved up, and on 4-hour time frame or the smaller time frame, price came down to the daily EMA, retested it, moved up. So the retest has been done on the EMA, and the price is right now around this line. We already have these lines marked up, and we see that the price is rejecting from this area, right? So all we need at this point is a close above. Let's see where we can put our TP. The first rejection point is this, right? When the price goes up, it rejects. Next time price came from here to here, it rejected. All right. So our TP is going to be here. 4-hour EMA is again way too below. We do have 1-hour EMA. All right, this is the liquidity level, price coming down. Price has already hit the liquidity level. It has came down. It is rejecting. We'll see what kind of, if we can put a TP, because let's say if there's a high broken here and if we put a stop loss around this level, it's not going to give us a good TP. So this week the market is tough. I think we have enough pairs. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs, but most of these pairs are not going to happen this week. There's a huge chance. So let's see if we get a good trade. We are not in a hurry. Let's see. I'll look more in the market. If I find something else, I'll definitely share on the Telegram. Now let's end this analysis.